So whether you are watching this on Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve, in between Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve, or if it is completely after the holidays in general, I welcome you here and I really thank you so much for tuning in for another episode. If it is Christmas Eve, Merry Christmas Eve. Happy holidays to you. Today, I thought I'd do a little bit of a fusion episode. And when I say fusion episode, I mean a fusion of Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve. This story today is going to be about a guy who I more or less broke up with on Christmas Eve via text in 2018. There's a reason for why this happened, and I'll get into that briefly very soon. It was a very short-lived relationship, but I do think that the significance of breaking up on Christmas Eve, one of the most romantic times of the year, plays a huge role in this, because I think that many of us don't want to spoil such a big holiday with such a tragic breakup or event. But sometimes it's really the right thing to do. I just hope that with this episode that you feel more fueled or encouraged in some sort of way to really think about what you want for the new year and to decide whether or not to let those toxic friendships, situationships, whatever, to let them go and to start on a clean slate. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into the episode. This specific story is going to be about somebody I once dated from Romania. I'm referring to him in this story as Mario. I will give a little bit of background as to how Mario and I first met in the first place. Mario and I met actually in Ohio. Super random. I was visiting friends in Cleveland for a weekend one summer afternoon in 2018. Met Mario at a restaurant since he was doing a work and travel program from Romania. We got in touch, we stayed in touch, but there was something always very weird and recurring about Mario that I somehow just never picked up on. And it's something that I think a lot of us really struggle with when we really like somebody. Mario had a habit of constantly ghosting me out of nowhere and disappearing for weeks. Not sending me a message, not checking in. He would just disappear. And I wouldn't know what would happen to him. So the first time this happened, I ignored it. This was the same year I went to France. He randomly got back in touch with me. He had gone back to Romania at that point, and then we really started to date. Well, we would talk regularly. There was a point in time when I was in France when I wanted to go and see Mario in Romania. And so my friend and I at the time, my friend who was working in a French middle school, teaching English like I was, we decided to go to Romania as part of our vacation that we had this fall. I saw Mario again, and he was really weird. My friend did not like him. My friend found him to be very offensive. He had made fascist jokes. I had overlooked and really ignored that because I really was into him. And I really was thinking, oh, well, my friend is just sensitive. My friend is American. Americans are so sensitive to everything. He's just joking. He's not being serious. But oh, little did I know. So after that visit, it was very brief. It was for one day. Went back to France. We kept in touch. And then he disappears again. And I'm really just thinking, why do you keep disappearing? Come December, it's the beginning of the Christmas season. Mario had just come back from ghosting me for I don't know how long. And I really wanted to make an effort to see him in person again, this time without my friend. So I really was persistent and I told Mario, I really want to come see you in Bucharest again. Since he was living in Bucharest with his sister, I really want to see you. Let's do something for the beginning of the Christmas season. So I bought a ticket to Romania, went to Romania, and he was weird again. There was this one moment, and I have to say, there are not necessarily limitations on this podcast. So what you're about to hear is something that I recommend you come in with an open mind in listening to. So you've been warned. When Mario and I were together, there was this one intimate moment where, let's just say in the bedroom, he was very awkward. And you're probably thinking, what did he do? What made him awkward? There was this one moment when we were intimate, and out of nowhere, Mario goes, Yeehaw! Yeehaw? Like, what is that? Who the fuck does that when you are being intimate? So I knew something was really kind of very eccentric about him when he went yeehaw and his little chihuahua was in the room watching the whole damn thing. I really thought I was in a really crazy movie. Yeehaw moment happens. His sister, who was very nice, gave me these like toxically strong rum-filled cherry chocolates, which I felt like I had tasted poison when I took a bite out of one of those. She had every good intention, but yikes, that was strong. The time with Mario was good. I go back to France again, and it's after that trip that I wanted to start planning our Christmas Eve and New Year's. I had texted Mario and I told him, I would love to spend Christmas and New Year's with you, especially New Year's, because at that point in time, I had never had a New Year's kiss. In the beginning, he's on board and he says, yes, come to Romania. We'll go see my parents and spend Christmas and New Year's on the border of Moldova, where my parents have a cabin. And of course, I was really in love with this idea, and I really wanted to book tickets. I tried to book tickets, but unfortunately, it was very difficult to book those tickets because somebody wouldn't confirm the schedule, wouldn't confirm that it was okay for me to come. So this is a couple of weeks before Christmas Eve. I'm trying so hard to get in touch with Mario. I'm trying to get him to confirm plans so I can buy a damn plane ticket, and he went radio silent again. Radio silent, no word, no nothing. I tried calling him on WhatsApp. I called him on Facebook Messenger. I tried his regular phone. I tried everything. I texted, I sent voice messages. Everything that you could imagine I could really do in my capacity, I did. And I could not get in touch with him. I told Mario, if you don't answer me, I'm not going to come. I am going to go with my other plans because I can't rely on you anymore. You keep ghosting me. I can't have someone like this in my life. I don't know why you keep ghosting me, but it's not polite. I know you are busy. I understand that. But can you not send a one-word text to me? Just say yes, no, that flight is not okay. Or if you don't want me to come, tell me. I'm making it easy. Mario doesn't respond. It's at that point in time that I really realize Mario is never going to change. Mario is going to keep ghosting me. He's going to keep being unreliable, emotionally unavailable. What if I buy this ticket? What if I go to Bucharest and I'm stuck on Christmas Eve and nobody is going to pick me up from the airport and I'm stuck? I couldn't take that risk. I didn't want to take that risk. I was so done. I was so tired. I knew that I was more valuable and I deserved so much better than that. I didn't say anything to him. I gave him a chance to respond. He didn't respond. I decided that I was going to go to Poland, and subsequently, I was going to go to Ukraine. I just didn't want to keep doing it. So I organized my plans to go to Poland and Ukraine with my friend. We get to Poland, spend a few days in Wroclaw, and then before we know it, it's Christmas Eve. We were still in Wroclaw, and out of the blue, I get a text after 2.5 weeks from Mario. 2.5 weeks? Really? I had no idea what he actually was going to say when I saw his name pop up on my phone, but I opened this text. He responded as if nothing had actually happened, as if I hadn't tried calling him, texting him, voice messaging him multiple times, trying to get his attention. He just responded as if nothing happened, and he said, I got a job and I've been really busy. Mario had been unemployed for a little while since he usually taught English or languages of some sort and didn't have work for a few months. But the minute you get a job, you don't have time to text me a single word, to have the courtesy to tell me, no, don't come. He asked me in the text also if I was still coming to Romania for Christmas and New Year's. It is Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve, and you are asking if I am coming to Romania, like, at that moment? No, I wasn't. So it was then that I told him something along the lines of, you have let me down so many times. No, I'm not coming. No, you didn't respond when I needed you to respond. You weren't there when I needed you to be there. How can you expect that I come to Romania? You have ghosted me multiple times, Mario. I can't keep doing this. I'm not coming to Romania. I'm sticking with my plans of going to Poland, and I'm going to Ukraine. I can't keep doing this. And that was my Christmas Eve text, ending things with Mario. I went to Ukraine. I met this American girl who had missed her flight to Vietnam and got stuck in Ukraine, and we kept in touch for some years. So I gained a new friend. At the time, I had also met 2 other girls from Munich, Germany, and I also met a girl from California who was in my hostel. I absolutely don't regret going to Ukraine instead of the border of Moldova and Romania for New Year's, because had I gone, I think that it wouldn't have been a good one. I would have had my very first New Year's kiss with somebody who wouldn't have lasted into my present time. My New Year's didn't turn out exactly the way I had planned, but I think that it turned out way better. I think that power to recognize when to leave, whether, again, it's a relationship, a job, a whatever, that is more powerful than sometimes the decision itself. So this whole Mario, Romania, Ukraine, Poland, Christmas, New Year's story is a story that I intended to tell with the hope that it would help or encourage or motivate somebody to some degree to really evaluate the things in your life right now that make you unhappy, that you really need and feel you need to change in order to optimize on your best self in 2025. This situation applies to every single year. This story itself happened 6 years ago, but I still really believe that this same concept can be applied to whatever year we are going into. Whatever goals you have for the new year, whatever plans, whatever trips, whatever people you hope to meet, I hope that you can do this in so much confidence and success with everything in your power and in your control. I believe in you. So it's with these last words that I'm going to end this episode for today. I hope that you took some sort of motivation out of any of the words or stories or little moments that I have mentioned here. And if you have certain goals or you have requests, if you have things that you're working on that make you happy, please be sure to share them with me on Instagram, either on the podcast account at onceuponatrip.pc or on the host account, my personal IG handle at Mary Grace Crawford. I look forward to hearing from you, and I really do hope that you finish off 2024 with a bang. Whatever time it is for you, I wish you happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. I really look forward to being back here very soon with you for another fun, adventurous trip of an episode. Next week's episode is one that I intend to release a little bit earlier than usual, simply because the following Tuesday is New Year's Eve. So you can expect the next episode to come out just a day or 2 earlier than our usual Tuesday schedule. I hope that you have a wonderful holiday time. I will see you next time.